So we are going to be listening to Casey Jones and one of the Dead's longer jams titled Mind Left Body today. And when I read the title, Mind Left Body, it immediately struck me as super fitting advice for anybody who's listening to the Grateful Dead for the first time. It's advice that I wish as 2026 Sohum I could have given to 2025 Sohum when I first started listening to the Dead. Because I remember now, like after 9-10 months of knowing about the Dead, how I felt when I first heard them. And my brain was actually like physically hurting trying to process all of what was going on. Because the Dead's music is just so effortlessly complex. To any naive listener, you're just being thrust into the deep end by listening to literally any Dead track. Now, I am being a little bit hyperbolic there, but I was thrust into the deep end. The advice that works is just to experience. Get out of your head, get into your body, experience, don't worry about labeling, and see subconsciously what you start to pick up on with time. Of course, now I'm in 2026. I know a lot more about the Dead, their style, have listened to so much of their music, but there's also so much more for us to discover. So today we're going to take another little bitty piece out of that discography with these two songs today, courtesy of Jeffrey the Inventive. So thank you, Jeff, for the generous donation request and selections today. But now, let's jump into it.
Driving that train, high on cocaine. Casey Jones, you better watch your speed.
Wait, driving the train high on cocaine?
Driving that train, high on cocaine.
Uh-oh.
Casey Jones, you better watch your speed.
Casey Jones driving the train on
Trouble
cocaine.
ahead, trouble behind, and know that notion just crossed my mind. This old engine makes it on time. Leaves Central Station about 8:45. Hits River Junction at 17:02. At 9:45, you know it's traveling again. Driving that train, I'm cocaine. Casey Jones, you better watch your speed. Trouble ahead,
That's a funny
trouble
lyric.
behind, and know that notion just crossed my mind.
You know, I'm recalling from everything I've heard from this album, Working Man's Dead, right? Everything I've heard from this album has been simple in structure compared to what we experience normally in the jams. But even for what gets recorded, these are so like tightly structured songs, it almost doesn't feel like the Dead. And I know we visited songs like this before, which is why I'm just thinking like when I characterize the Dead, it wouldn't be using a song like Casey Jones, despite it being like a necessary tranche of the Dead's discography.
Lost my mind. Trouble ahead, the lady in red. Take my advice, you'd be better off dead. Switchman sleeping train, 102 is on the wrong track and headed for you. Driving that train, I'm cocaine.
It's a simple melody, but it is nice.
Trouble ahead, trouble behind, and know that notion just crossed my mind.
And I don't know if you've been noticing, but in the left headphone, there's been this like consistent chugging kind of sound, almost as if it's like a train car moving. I think that's coming from a guitar strum.
Trouble ahead, trouble behind, and know that notion just crossed my mind.
This is a deviation. Dude, I love the Dead so much. This is the kind of song, it just makes me smile. High on cocaine, driving this train. I can imagine Jerry somewhere in the train car, vibing out.
Trouble with you is the trouble with me. Got two good eyes, but you still don't see.
Nice line.
And you know it's the end. The fireman screams and the engine just gleams. Driving that train, I'm cocaine. Casey Jones, you better watch your speed. Trouble ahead, trouble behind. And you know that notion just crossed my mind. Driving that train,
Like this whole song is like
I'm
a
cocaine.
PSA to not speed or do drugs while you're driving anything.
Watch your speed. Trouble ahead, trouble behind. And you know that notion just crossed my mind. Driving that train,
DMVs around the country are playing this song.
Casey Jones, you better watch your speed.
Every Amtrak station.
Trouble behind. And you know that notion just crossed my mind. Driving that train, I'm cocaine. Casey Jones, you better watch your speed. Trouble ahead, you know, trouble behind. And you know that notion just crossed my mind. And you know that notion just crossed my mind.
You know, I like the melody in that song, and at the same time it feels more of like a for fun song to me. Just the lyrics, they're so playful. They tell this very simple story. Casey Jones driving this train, maybe a little bit too fast, maybe on a little too many drugs. It's just like a fun kind of song, and I could totally imagine it being used. I don't know if you guys ever saw that movie. I think it came out in 2022 titled Bullet Train. It has a star-studded lineup of actors, but Brad Pitt is one of them. Anyways, I could imagine like in a slow-mo sequence of that movie, this song being used. Very fitting for a movie about a train where people are on various levels of drugs and have various missions, but it's like overall fun because that movie, if you think about like the writing, it's very, I would say, playfully written and also written from a very real human perspective rather than the writing feeling, I don't know, either too buttoned up or too poetic or just not rooted in reality. But yeah, that's not really about the song. The song just gives me a very pleasant vibe. I like that Jerry's voice is just like the singular focus to me. And then I guess the second element would just be the lead melody in the guitar. But a really lovely track, very simple, especially when you think about the Grateful Dead, which I believe will be the exact opposite of what we're about to experience in the jam. So let's jump into it. Yeah, it's already 6 simultaneous melodic streams. And the Dead sure love their magic carpets. Oh. Oh, there's some anxiety in those notes. Especially with the tempo of the drums, just very uncanny valley. Not as uncanny as the other one from Hell, though. He's just finding every dissonant note. But he's so accurate at finding those notes. If you can just view music through a lens of discord, dissonance, this would be your favorite part of the song. There was a few notes in there that reminded me of Opeth for a moment. Because Opeth, they go for really wacky, dark voicings. They lean into the dissonance and then pull it back into melody that we understand. Wow, this is... This is like you went to sleep in your bed and you woke up like in an abandoned haunted house. The uncertainty, the fear. There's like impending doom. Sometimes can be more frightening than the actual doom. Whoa. Oh my god, I got chills from that tone. Oh. Oh, what is in that note? The swelling, but it's all so turned down. Whoa. Oh. It's satisfying somehow. Huh. We're hydrating in 2026. Oh. Like everything that's happening in my left headphone right now is just really, really nice. Wow, I could imagine this transitioning into so many different genres. I could see a world where this becomes full bluegrass, full country rock, lean into the psychedelia. It is all possible from this place. it's stair stepping down. Is that the pattern we're gonna expect? Just this walk? The gradual raising of the temperature. We're so accustomed to it. I mean, listening to the Dead just makes you a better listener of music. I don't care what anybody says. Helps you grow an appreciation for all of the subtleties in music. And that's, in my opinion, where all the good stuff is, in the subtleties. Oh, there was some weight behind that entry. Interesting, we still have that descending melody, the four notes. Da, 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 da. Oh, that's fun. I mean, what a crazy assortment of textures. Seemingly the xylophones are now gone? No? Oh, those notes are gushy. This is 1974, right? So that is now 52 years ago. Oh, I appreciate whenever they turn up Phil. Come on, Jerry. Jerry's been flying this whole time, by the way. Wow, even without the that four chord movement, walking lower, you can still superimpose that melody with your brain, and it works. Oh. It would be harder to do it now, because the tempo has slowed. But it's sort of like a phantom melody that they've created in the present moment. I can't unhear it. Oh, this is so nice. This little pocket we found might be my favorite so far. He's just showing off. It was an interesting pattern there. Whoa, that transition too. Listen to that. Was that even a transition? I don't know, it was so subtle, if anything. Because Jerry's just been persisting across. Even the changes in rhythm. I wonder if they'll return to that super dissonant place. I imagine almost being in like a small like European town right now. Take it from somebody who's never been to Europe. That's where I feel like I am as I listen to this section. A lot of harmonics in this. It sounds like a finale kind of sequence here. Like the calm right before the storm, and then you resolve it fully. But I should never speak out of turn or get ahead of myself. The Dead will have 12 finales in one song without thinking about it. The whole point is not to think and experiences. And like, I don't even know what I'm experiencing right now. Feels like all of the instruments are like vying for the attention of their mother, and whichever one gets loud enough is gonna be the first to get fed. I don't know. Oh wow, that is so pretty. This is my favorite section now. That section was so pretty, I was about to get a bit emotional. I showed my brother The Dead the other day with very little context. Watching his wheels turn and then stop turning was such a joy. I feel like the majority of my focus has gone to the left headphone in this listen. But when you shift your focus to the right and hear the guitar in reference to the bass, it almost brightens the guitar notes that were already bright. Jerry could communicate with every aquatic creature, no problem. The Dead is just one of those bands that just makes me happy, you know? Don't have to think too much past that, it's just so enjoyable. The maneuverings. Oh. I was in, oh gosh, I should remember. I was in Aruba a while ago, and in Aruba they have this butterfly like encampment place, a place where you can just, be near butterflies, watch them like land on stuff, and you see them flying around. Very beautiful, very scenic. And when I was a kid, I also went to a butterfly encampment as part of the botanical gardens, and I guess they would host these butterfly exhibits uh, at random intervals in the year where uh, they would have all the butterflies of different kinds and colors and whatever. Right? I'm not an expert. I was so scared to exist in that encampment the first time around because the way butterflies fly, in my opinion, it is very erratic. It's almost like they exist, almost like the golden snitch in Harry Potter. They could be here and they could fly in any 360-degree orientation, and then the sphere. They could just go in every direction, forwards, left, backwards, diagonally. It is unpredictable. Obviously, there's probably more science to it where you could predict it for real, but the Grateful Dead and a lot of their jams, and specifically Jerry, it's almost like watching a butterfly and trying to predict where it's going to fly to, where it's going to land. It's a beautiful experience and one marred with chaos. But I slowly got over my fear of the erratic butterflies. Because I think I ran through the exhibit the first time around. Just 15 seconds in and out. Oh, this is different. Oh, are we re-entering? Re-entering creepy territory? There's some augmented voicings that are feeling a little out of place. Slowing down. Muddying up. Oh. Like I said, completely unpredictable. Oh. This is like this is the Grateful Dead special right here. Don't know where you are, but you know you're in Grateful Dead territory. It's hard to even know what to focus on, like this frenetic strumming, the drumming, the lurching of sound effects, or like the bubbling notes in the right. It sounds like a dying giant. Now a dying robot. It's like you're in this like cavern right now. Your voice is echoing. Water droplets are falling from the stalagmites or stalactites, whichever one is up there. And the bats are like flying around, hitting the walls. There's like a weird odor. The guide tells you it's a limestone deposit, but it smells like something different. Maybe a combo of sulfur and some other ore. I don't know. But there's like a villain that lives in this cavern. Oh my god. A flight of the bumblebees. I'm not going to try to headbang to this because I will break my body. Oh my god, this is almost like a neoclassical melody and you're right. I love when they just embrace their chaotic energy like this. Huh. I think the one section I mentioned earlier that was my favorite, still is my favorite, but what we just had was my second favorite. Is this derivative from any one of their songs for real? Or is it just like a complete free flow? Mind left body. That's nice. And then as chaotic as it began, so too does it end. It felt like we were just like thrust into like a new country without understanding the language. And like, yeah, you can pick up on like some of the vocab, I guess, when you start greeting more people and going through like the basic conversations. But then you take your like second grade level understanding of that language and then you actually go to a place that is more like conversational rather than like a formal use of that language in the country that you're dropped in. And then it's just too fast. You can't understand all of the slang. Everything now becomes like a sort of like muddier version of what you thought you knew, and then it causes you to doubt what you already know. The thing is, with the Dead, it is less about understanding. Like the whole commentary I gave at the beginning, it's less about understanding them, more about experiencing them. And as I experience, I fall in love again and again with all of the little nuances, all of the little subtleties. And don't get me wrong, like I love a song with good structure. The reason why Casey Jones is so fun is because it has an easy to digest structure, fun lyrics, nice and joyful melody, and then that's kind of like the long and the short of it. The reason why the jams are so fun is because there's no structure, and then you're trying to like unlearn the rules that you learn to understand music up front, but then you realize, well, music doesn't even have to have rules for real. It's kind of this like sort of like Dunning-Kruger of life, where up front you're given all of the rules, all of the restrictions, all of the guidelines, right? In bowling you have the rails that help you, and at some point you start noticing all of the holes in the rules that you're being given, the type 1 errors, the type 2 errors, and then you start paving your own way. And if you want to construct a reality for yourself, so often the rules that currently exist, yes, they're a guideline for things, but also because they can be refuted at many different levels, it almost feels like, man, what's the point? The more I learn, the more I realize none of it all matters. And then you enter a philosophical realm of nihilism and things look very different for you. But with Grateful Dead, it is just so much learning and unlearning, learning, unlearning. If you can enjoy any part of that journey, the Dead are for you. Or if you want to open up your mind to what music can look like, the Dead are for you. That's really a statement for anybody, but considering that you are a Deadhead, if you made it to the end of the video, I think my words will hammer home the point. But that's all I've got for you today. 2 really fun, 1 song, 1 jam, super enjoyable for me at least. Hope it was enjoyable for you too. If you enjoy my reactions and want to request one yourself, hit the first link in the description box below. But as always, my friends, have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care and peace.